Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another Friday evening, Saturday morning for me, live stream here from Japan. I hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's winding down their week. Hello from Arizona. Let me know where you guys are from. I always love to hear about it. So let's see how many places and countries we can get in one live stream. How can I get your jeans at wholesale price? Well, you got to be one of our distributors. So the way that works is if you have a store or a business and you want to order in bulk, then you have access to that type of pricing. But as an individual, it's you probably got to wait for a sale or something like that. Which, by the way, we do have a sales section on tatenyoko.com and on Naked and Famous Denim NYC.com. So you can find a lot of great deals there. When's the Pickle Rick denim coming out? TBD. TBD. I don't have a release date for that set, but I'm thinking it's going to be around May. Good morning. Thoughts on... you know what? People ask me about my thoughts on different brands here and there. I tend not to talk about them just because I don't know if there's liability stuff. It's one brand talking about another brand, so I don't really want to do that. Yeah. So that's my opinion on other brands, generally speaking. I don't like to name them by name. If I have thoughts on brands, usually I will. Have I ever? I'm sure. I don't know. I've probably spoken about brands before, but I just don't want to get in any trouble. So, but with this particular question, I don't have anything negative to say. I think when it comes to my critique of other brands, it's usually, especially in the denim world, for me, it's about originality, and I like seeing new and interesting, because that's what I like. That's personally what I like. I like new, innovative, and interesting. So when people are doing that type of stuff, that's the kind of stuff that makes me excited. But when it comes to like brands like Levi's, Wrangler, Lee, like the old school, the classic ones, I have nothing but respect for all of these brands. I mean, they are the ones who laid down the groundwork for brands like us to exist. So, even in my personal collection of old and vintage garments, I mean, I have a bunch of old Levi's and Wrangler jackets and things like that. So, I don't have much to say about those brands. I mean, we could talk about like their popularity through time, just from my personal perspective. But their current product ranges, I don't know. I try not to talk about that kind of stuff directly. What are we previewing today? I don't know. We'll figure that out. That kind of stuff happens on the fly. Hey, howdy, Motion from London. Good to have you in here, my friend. Hello from London, UK. Hello. We've got hello from Texas. We've got the UK represented. We've got Texas here, Utah, Welland, Ontario. Thank you very much. DC, Santa Barbara, Mexico. Wonderful. Japan over here. DC, Markham, Ontario. Sunny San Diego. Wonderful. Rochester, New York, Seattle. We've got everybody here. This is awesome. What is the heaviest denim we've made? We have a 40-ounce denim. So right now we're wear testing that fabric, that bad boy. Garrett, our manager at Tate and Yoko, he's on Instagram, the Wizard of 32 ounce. He's broken in 2 pairs of 32 ounce jeans so far. This is his he's working on the 40 ounce, and we're getting ready to start taking pre-orders on that. That'll probably happen, I'm going to say probably around May, June, just when we have a little bit of production space opening up where we can do a project like that. There will not be very many of these available, and they're going to be expensive. I'll tell you that much right now. They're going to be very expensive. Yeah, so they the reality is that there's no way of making that jean inexpensively. As expensive as they are, that is the best price possible for that product. So yeah, it'll be in the 4 digits for sure. But yeah, 40-ounce denim, the absolute heaviest denim on the planet by far. When we put out the 32-ounce, here and there you'd see a 32-ounce and a half and a 33, and people are, very proud of themselves. It's just, sure, no problem. 40 ounces, try beating that. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen. For us, it's always a space race, and I do enjoy the friendly competition that goes on out there in the world. But I'm just gonna brag a little bit, but I don't think anybody. I think a lot of people out there who are trying to get into this space race with us, they don't have our imagination, and because of that, they're limited to. I see. I'm not gonna name names, but I see there's copycats out there, and they're always a couple seasons behind of what we've already done. We might have done something, and then they might do something very similar. Seasons and seasons down the line, it's like you're always chasing. You're never gonna be ahead, and we're constantly pushing forward. Even when even when people think you might be satisfied with the thing, it doesn't matter. We have to keep going forward. So, for me, it's interesting to see what other people do. And when it comes to, the copycats, good for you. You were able to rip off one of our ideas. But by the time you did it, we've already done it a long time ago. So, bravo. And this is going to segue right into my some thoughts about some other brands. Again, not naming names, but when it comes to originality, there's so much of this world that is very stuck in particular generations of time. And the idea, again, throwing back to authenticity, I think we've talked about this several times. Authenticity of brands being tied to very specific eras in denim history, and I find that really weird. That is like the in one respect that was, or it still is, perceived to be like the authentic denim, but now I see a lot of these brands because the customers wanted modern fits, so they threw out this idea of jeans were only made this way, and now they're doing all this modern stuff, and none of their fans are calling them out on it. None of them. And it's like these are the same folks who'd be like, well, that's not real denim. That's not real. That's not authentic. And I'm like, it's so weird that when your team does something, it's perfectly fine. But when the team you don't like does something, it's you try to find reasons to justify your dislike for it, where it's very simple. I mean, I've talked about this before. For the non-fans of the brand who are vocal about it, and I always wonder why people are so vocal. I mean, when you're successful, I guess there's always going to be people who don't like you, but yeah, there's a few people out there, and it's like, I always find it disingenuous when they come up with excuse, I'll see it on a forum or something when they're talking about, what they don't like. And, sometimes it boils down, it's not real denim, it's not authentic, it's got stretch, it's blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, And when the other guys do it, I don't hear a peep out of you. And I would just be much more satisfied if you were to just say, I don't like them. I don't know what it is. I don't like them. They're not, they're not living the, you see so much of the people behind the brands, and they have their own aesthetic, and we have our own aesthetic, and maybe we're not the proper motorcycle guy or the proper vintage guy or whatever it is. I don't know, but Yeah, they see a Toxic Avenger gene and they're like, they're upset. They're upset that we would do something like that, and it's like, why? Why would you ever be upset by that? If you don't like it, that's just one gene in our humongous catalog of things that you don't like. So you throw the baby out with the bathwater in that respect. Nonsense. Anyways, fun rant, fun rant. I don't know how it was even started, but I do enjoy my rants. How do you think the foundation members have been doing during the invitational? There are a lot of fantastic fades in the contest right now. I just got the email yesterday for the update, so I'm going to be doing mine. And as you guys do your post updates, put them on Instagram, hashtag us or tag us, and then I'll show that. I'll share that with the community so everybody can see everybody's updates. So I don't know what month we're in, but we're still holding strong. There are a lot of really good fades out there. A lot of there's some Emperor of Slubs out there that are just perfect. So we'll see how we do in the ranking at the end of the day. I have a pretty good feeling that we're going to do well. Just considering our sheer numbers, we certainly took over that contest. From what I was told, we are at least 50% between Naked and Famous and Unbranded of the contestants in this contest. So, if from all of that we don't rank high, I'm not gonna say it. We're gonna dominate. That's the way it is. Any news on 40 ounce and price? Like I was saying, 40 ounce will be ready. We'll probably take pre-orders just before the summer. Price is going to be in the 4-digit zone. It's going to be expensive. It's just such a beast of a jean to produce. The fabric's expensive. There's not a lot of it. So I'll keep you guys posted there. Big John in the house. Will Naked and Famous ever dip back into hashtag menswear and cardigans and stuff? I don't know. I have to say that when Naked and Famous started, cardigans were, I think, pretty popular. I was wearing them. Brandon loves cardigans. He still loves cardigans. I was watching a documentary. I forget. I don't remember what it was called, but it was a bunch of interviews of people in the 1980s who lived through like the 1950s and 60s and stuff. And one person was just recalling his time as a young person, kind of getting into trouble and things like that, and comparing it to what he was seeing today. He happened to be a cab driver. I don't know what city it was in. And he was just talking about the fashion, and he was like, when I was young, if you were kind of hip and forward, you were wearing trousers and a cardigan. And he recalled how upset his father was with the idea of his son wearing a cardigan. And he was like, and he was like, I can't believe. He's like, we look so neat. And like compared to today, what the young people are, how they're rebelling, it's like night and day. And I do find that interesting that I never associated cardigans with kind of rebellious, maybe a little bit more fashionable, trendy wear. Never. It never crossed my mind until I saw that interview. Anyways, I thought that was pretty cool. But will we ever make them again? I don't know. I don't know. I like the sportiness. I want to make some more blazers. We had a little bit of success with that when we made the velvet ones. Those were really fun. I personally just want more velvet clothing, so I want to make more velvet garments. So we'll see. Maybe. But I don't know if we'll make a cardigan again. I think if it becomes kind of a trend thing again, we might touch base with that. But the near future, I don't think so. Hemp denim thoughts? I think it's great. We've done hemp denim a few times in the past. Yeah, I hate elastic. That's fine, And for the people who don't like stretch denim, you don't have to wear it. Our aim isn't to make only one kind of jean. We want to make jeans for every kind of person, every little sub niche possible. I was talking to Risa the other day, and it's like, if you go on Tate and Yoko right now, do you know how many different kinds of black jeans we have? It's remarkable. We have so many different kinds of black jeans, and they are and I don't know if I've ever I'm sure I've talked about this before, but black denim is one of our biggest categories because I think everybody needs a pair of black jeans. We all own probably a few pairs of indigo jeans, and at some point you need a pair of black jeans. So which is the right pair of black jeans for you? Is it the black power stretch? Is it the solid black selvage? Is it the black cobra? Is it the Harley Quinn with the red weft interior? Is it the Bane with the heavyweight? Is it the trunks, the super slubby? So we have so many different kinds because there's so many different kinds of people in the world, and there's so many different needs. So when it comes to stretch, I like having stretch options for the people who want to be comfortable right away, who want to get into raw denim without breaking it in, without going through the uncomfortable phase. And then maybe next time they're going to try on a 100% cotton jean. But if you never get somebody into raw denim into the first place, if their first interaction with raw denim is a bad one, then they're never going to come back to it. So we make a lot of options because there's a lot of different kinds of people in the world. So when just going back to previous, when somebody talks about how not authentic it is to make stretch, first I've debunked that notion before. But what good is it as a denim lover? If you love denim, you love this, you want people wearing jeans, you love the look, you love the aesthetic. What good is it if somebody puts on a pair of jeans that doesn't enjoy them? There's no as a community, as a brand, there's no good to that. So we want to stay within, a certain genre. We make raw denim, but we want to make raw denim as accessible to as advanced as possible and everything in between. There's no taboos here in terms of like what is and isn't acceptable. I would say, well, the only things I would say that are unacceptable are fabrics that are unwearable in the sense that they are like we've seen and touched and sometimes even sampled fabrics that are just beautiful, remarkable in terms of texture and slub and hairiness, but when you put it on, it's the most uncomfortable thing. It's like wearing pins. And that would be the line that we would draw. If they are unwearable, then that's the line I draw. But if we can satisfy somebody in a way that is still within our world of raw denim, then we will make it and have no problems doing that. Nothing better than live. Joining us from DC. Thank you very much. There is nothing better than joining us live here on Instagram. I certainly enjoy hanging out with you guys. It's my way of getting all the denim talk out. During the week, there's a lot of denim involved, of course. We're working with our retail partners. We're on fall winter 21 orders, so they're placing their orders for next season, making sure that they've got the goods that you guys are going to want. Some of the stuff that we've already previewed with you guys. So we're doing all that right now. We're launching spring 21, so there's a lot of content and just planning with our own internal team and with our retail partners as well. With that, we're developing spring summer 22. We're thinking forward to fall winter 22. A lot of seasons in my mind, and the fun, casual part of this job is when I get to talk about denim. And we would be going to trade shows around this time, and that's when we would meet with our retail partners, and I get to express all this, denim knowledge and talk about jeans and fabric and talk about the biz and see what's going on. What do they like? What are their customers like? That kind of stuff. And we're not getting to do that as much, and I really appreciate being able to get on here live and talk to you guys directly about all the denim stuff that you guys could ever want to talk about. So it's always fun for me, and I hope it's fun for you guys too. Do you like vintage fades or high contrast fades? What fade look do I like the best? I like vintage fades. I really like a jean when it's been worn and washed until it's basically like pale blue. That's my preference. Of course, I like high contrast fades. Don't get me wrong. So the difference between that, for those of you who may not understand, a high contrast fade is gonna look. You're gonna get that when you start off with a dark pair of indigo jeans and you wear them for a really, really long time. No wash. And that way, the darkest part of the jean and the lightest part of the jean are very different in terms of color. So your creases and things like that are very bright blue, whereas, the places that aren't, getting as much, agitation, as much distress are still remaining dark. So you might see that on, a real good example of that would be like looking at a heavyweight pair of jeans that hasn't been washed for a long time. And you can really see that like the creases are very, very noticeable and the rest of the jeans are staying relatively dark. Whereas a vintage wash jean is basically that. So when you find a vintage pair of jeans, back in the day, raw denim wasn't like this thing. It was just that raw denim was denim. Everybody bought it. Everybody wore it. Everyone washed it like they would wash any other garment every time it was necessary. So over the years, you would go from that dark indigo to a very light blue, with light creasing, that type of stuff. And it produced a particular type of fade. And this isn't a great example, but we just bought this jacket yesterday, vintage jacket, and you can see here, like, this is what a vintage fade would look like. You're not getting, you get some contrast here and there with the wear patterns, but not super high contrast because people were just wearing this normally, right? They weren't waiting 10 or 12 months or a year to wash their jeans. So the contrast didn't get so high, but the overall fade is very nice. So that's the difference. I that's a good topic for a blog post. I should really do that. I'm going to write that down because I'm going to forget if I don't. So vintage fades examples versus high contrast fades and how to achieve them. Sorry, I got to write that down. High contrast vs vintage fade blog post. Okay, wrote it down. So I've got my notepad of all the things I got to do. Okay. Have you seen the modal indigo technology from Lensing? Modal indigo. I have not, but I'm sure you're gonna show me all about it. Why is the tag size not the actual waist size? Yeah, that is a good question. So in Japan, typically tag size and waist size are the same. But here's the kicker. Where is your waist? And that is really what this all boils down to. There is, not just jeans, every single garment. It's impossible to have like a real standardized way to size things because people's waists hit at different points. Is your waist here, right? At the smallest point of your body? Is it where your hips are? Is it lower than where your hips are? So the reason why you cannot have a universal standard for tag size, waist size is because depending on the rise of the jean, where the designer wants that jean to, how that designer wants that jean to fit. For example, if you are for Easy Guy, for example, those are sized, the tag size and the waist size, there's a variance there where the waist size is bigger than the tag size. So the waist measurement. So if you're a 32, if you're looking at a Easy Guy's tag size 32, it's probably measuring around a 34 and a half, 35. So it's usually around 2.5 to 3 inches larger than the tag size. And that's by design because I want that jean to be a looser fit. So if you normally wear a 32, that jean as designed is supposed to fit big on you. Now you can size it the way you want, but that's the way I've designed that fit. So you also have to factor those types of things into play. That's why you might have a brand that only makes like loose fitting garments, for example, and their size small is not going to be the same size as a brand that makes very fitted garments. So that's also part of the design. So tag size and waist size don't correlate for a number of reasons. And I understand that it can often be very confusing. But I think the more information, like what we do on our website, and I know a lot of other of our retail partners and good denim shops, they put all the measurements there so that you can make a very educated purchase when you're buying that item. I know a lot of websites is just here's the waist size, and that's got to be an absolute nightmare for them, especially now with so much online shopping, so much more online shopping. Yeah, some it's yeah, I'm sure it's a nightmare for them because jean sizing can be very difficult. If you've ever worked in a denim shop trying to fit people for jeans, it can be a daunting task for some customers. They come in and they know it's going to be a struggle, and that's where a good denim shop comes in. They know what to do. They know how to handle that situation. But yeah, it's not exactly the size because of a variety of factors. Okay. Velvet Sheen in the house. Hey, thanks for joining us here. What are the measurements for both the Joker? Why are the measurements for both the Joker jackets different? I don't know, but I will definitely check on that. They should not be different. I suspect maybe we had two different staff measuring it, and they came out to some kind of slight variance here and there. Hello from Singapore. Hello. Michigan in the house. Hello from Amsterdam. Hello. Montana. Hello from Paris, the City of Lights. France recycled denim preview. I will show you the recycled denim today. I will get a pair of those out for you. So just hold on. Wollongong, Australia. I've never heard of that city before, but that's a fun Wollongong. That's a fun name to say. Juan from Los Angeles in my new and first pair of Naked Famous denim jeans. Well, thank you so much for joining us here on the Instagram Live. I hope you enjoy the jeans. Hey, I love you. I love your Insta Live highlights video much better than watching the entire live stream. No offense. I understand. These live streams can go long, and we'll have lives to live. I get it. So we will continue with the highlight video. Here's a question. Would you prefer clips? And actually, here's the reason why clips are hard, because I rant. I don't know, I go in and out of rants, so it's hard to clip those into one cohesive clip. So maybe it's just going to be like a 20, 30-minute highlight video. And if there's any very specific clips that we can pull out, then we'll make little clip videos from there, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying the highlights. How long do you test a pair of jeans? It depends. I mean, if it's like the 40 ounce, it's had its time, but some other stuff we don't really need to wear test them. We work with these mills before, we know what to expect. So we make the samples, we try them on, and they go through a little bit of they go through the evaluations that way. When we're doing photo shoots, we're wearing them during like the sales season. So if there's any issues that arise, we will usually notice. We wash test them to check for shrinkage and things like that. But as far as wear testing, the 40 ounce really needed an extensive wear testing because that fabric was so heavy that we needed to make sure that, and especially because of the price that we would have to charge for it, the construction really had to be on point. So if there was going to be any construction failures over time, we needed to just, some of that's going to happen naturally. You're going to wear out your jeans. That's life. But, we wanted to make sure that these will last as long as any other pair of jeans would last. So I don't think that there's any structural issues with the 40 ounce. The only things I think that the only things we're going to change are the button length for the waist button. It was a little too long. The sample came out a little bit big than what we had anticipated for sizing, so we just have to adjust the pattern a little bit. And we're probably not going to put that hamburger size thick leather patch on there. I thought that there's a sky blue option for the real indigo heavyweight hoodie on Naked and Famous. Is there a hint at something coming in the future? So the sky blue one was whatever I think is up might have just been whatever fabric we had left. There was a plan to put that out, but I think we only went with the real indigo, the dark indigo version. So there is, I know we have to continue doing more of those, but yeah, I got to look into that. It's been a while since I thought about that one. I just got here. What's the ETA on the 40 ounce? We'll have some kind of announcement before the summer. And a 4-digit price point. Could you please do a blue line ID for the MIJ9? Maybe. Also, it'd be nice to get a thick veg tan flower of carnage patch instead of the sheepskin, since we haven't had it since the 5. Blue woven tag would be nice too. Yeah, thanks for the suggestions. We will see. Did you see the new Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remake trailer? I have not. What did I see? The only, I have not, this week again, just like every other week, has just been whirlwind. I don't even know where the time has gone. I haven't seen much gaming stuff as of late, but I did see a trailer for a game called Bomb Rush something. I forget what it's called, but it's like a spiritual successor to Jet Set Radio, Jet Grind Radio. It's one of my favorite Dreamcast and original Xbox games. I love that game. I really do love that game. So seeing a successor to that was it really brought me a lot of joy. But if there's some new Pokemon remakes, that's also interesting. It'll for me, Pokemon. I'm gonna buy them. Am I gonna play them? Man, I don't even know. I don't even have any time. I think I showed it off in some previous live streams. Some of my Pokemon game collection, and the newest one, Sword and Shield. I've had it since the day it came out. I haven't even opened the box yet. Just have not had any time to play games lately. Would you ever make shorts or sweatpants that fade? We make shorts that fade. All of our jeans can be hemmed for free on tatsuyoko.com and at Naked and Famous Denim NYC. We will hem them to whatever inseam you want. So if you want a short inseam, or if you want shorts, we will turn your jeans into that. So those will all of our jeans will fade if you think about it that way. Sweatpants that fade. We haven't made sweatpants. I think we only ever made sweatpants once. Will we make sweatpants again? I don't know. It's a possibility. Brandon's dad makes sweatpants. I don't know if I ever mentioned this before, but he makes he has a line of knitwear, hoodies and pullovers and knit pants and sweatpants and things like that. And he also supplies them to the prisons in Quebec. So I wear them personally. They're very comfortable. They're very nice. But we actually have some really good patterns in our sweatpants. There's a particular trouser that I really like. It's got like slash pockets on the side and a non-elasticated opening at the bottom. It's just like a trouser. It looks very nice. I always wanted to make that in an even nicer fabric. Maybe. So the answer is maybe. I think we certainly have the capacity to do it. But we'll see. When's the NYC Denim releasing? April the 2nd. I believe that's the date I've got in my mind for that. So the NYC, Empire State Salvage Denim, is going to be coming very soon. Okay. Happy Pokemon Day, 25 years. Is it Pokemon Day? I don't know. Political take. I don't think so. Uh, I don't believe in politics. I really don't. I think it's for the birds. I think it's important for you to find your niche, but to also respect others. Yeah, absolutely. Why would you be upset by Toxie? I don't know. I actually, at this point in the live stream, I think I'm very far behind on questions because I was talking about Toxie minutes ago. So I'm going to zoom. I'm going to scroll down to the front end, and if I missed your question, feel free to ask it again. Oh yeah, there's so many questions here that I missed. Sorry about that. Watching the live stream while soaking my naked and famous selvage jeans, the Chinese New Year metal oxide. I'm so excited. Denim is amazing. Love the live stream. Fantastic. Enjoy those jeans. I was talking to Brandon and the artist who does our artwork for those the Chinese New Year jeans. Because next year we have to plan the artwork for that, and it's the year of the water tiger. So we were just trying to think about ideas for that just a couple days ago. Any upcoming broken twill or neppy denim? Yes, we have a neppy denim shirt coming. I will show that in the preview section of the live stream. So give me a few minutes. I'm going to answer a couple more questions, and we'll get into some previews. Do you have an indigo 10-ounce work shirt you could show us, and how is the fit? I don't know if we have it here. I will show you the fit of a work shirt. I don't think I have a denim one here to show you, of the particular 10-ounce denim one, that is. But I'll see what I have, and it'll be very equivalent. Naked and Famous should make designer prison garb. I don't know if we should do that. There was a brand, I forget what it was called. I think it was called Prison Blues. And it was a jeans brand. I forget what prison it was, but I guess they had a work program for the inmates where they made jeans, and the motto of the jeans was "Made on the inside to be worn on the outside." I thought that was kind of an interesting take on that, but I kind of want to own a pair of those. But yeah, Prison Blues. I think that was the name of the brand. There was a pair of jeans that I was never able to get, and this is weird. So there was a brand that somehow convinced, it was a brand from like Sweden or something, and they made jeans in North Korea, which was totally weird. I saw this story, and so they made jeans, but North Korea, it's banned. You cannot wear or own jeans in North Korea. You cannot. So for them, jeans were blue jeans. So I guess blue jeans represented America or something like that. So the jeans that they made were black, and it was a small. I don't know how they did it or what they did, but yeah, that was some brand did that, and I thought that was interesting. And and from that story, I learned that jeans are not permitted in North Korea, among other things. Will you use fox fiber for more? Will you use fox fiber for more jeans in the future? I certainly plan on it. If you do wear testing, you should get trusted people like Swiss Jeans Freak to test. Yeah, I mean, we have people out in the community that we do send jeans off to test and wear and fade. So, yeah, we do that. With Rudy there, Swiss Jeans Freak, I think he's got a lot of projects on his hands. Yeah, I don't know if he would be an active or willing participant in our stuff, but we do have a couple of guys who beat up jeans for us, kind of on a regular. Hello, I started looking into selvage denim and found your brand. Would you say Easy Guy is like an athletic tapered fit? I would say that's exactly what it is. I'm wearing a pair right now. I will show you. So I'm a slim build, and on me it's a looser fit. So I've got a lot of room in the thigh, and then it tapers down nice and sharp at the bottom. I've hemmed mine, so there'll be a little bit more slim at the bottom if you haven't cut them at all. So on a body like mine, and I'm wearing them a little bit big, they're a little bit more oversized, and so I've got lots of room here. But if you are an athletic build and you got more muscle or more build around your legs, this is going to be a slim fit jean for you. So it'll accommodate you in the thigh, in the butt area, and then it'll still taper down to that small leg opening. So it's a skinnier fit jean on a more developed build. And on a slim person like or a slimmer person like myself, it's a more comfort fit. Do your mills exclusively weave for you, or do you share mills with other brands outside for other labels? So with our mills, they make for everybody. There's no such thing as an exclusive mill. Anybody who says that is lying to you. All of the mills produce for every brand under the sun, from Abercrombie and Fitch to to us, to, the brands that people want to consider a cult, holy grail level, whatever. If people believe that there's a magic man with their own weaving machine in their garage, it doesn't exist. There is no that's not true. All of the mills, small and big, make for everyone and anyone. And now, are our fabrics exclusive? They are. Some are not. Our what can I say? Our developments certainly are. There are a couple of what the mills call running fabrics. So these are just great basic fabrics that they run, and I know a lot of brands use some of these similar fabrics, and I'm very happy to say that when I'm very overjoyed when I see, like, for example, a running fabric that they might have, when we use it and we're offering it at a really amazing price, and I'll see it for twice the price or 3 or 4 times the price from somebody else. I see it so often. If you're really good at identifying fabrics, you might be able to tell which fabrics a brand like ours uses, and other raw denim brands use some of the same fabrics as well. But you might see them in a really fancy designer, upscale high street brands using the same fabrics. And you will see the price difference, and it will shock you. It will shock you. I remember going to Holt Renfrew when we would do product knowledge seminars there, and they would have, we would have a jean, and the exact same fabric would be used by another brand, upscale, designer, they sell handbags for many, many thousands of dollars. They also have, apparel collection, and they'll have the exact same fabric made in Romania. The jeans were made in Romania, and the prices would be astronomical. And we would take that jean from the rack and bring it to our product knowledge seminar just to make an example of the value that we're putting out there in the world, And look, man, it's crazy what some people charge, and we try to be as honest as possible when it comes to that. So that's just our stance on that. But yeah, as far as exclusive, no mill is exclusive. Every mill pretty much makes for everybody, and there is no magic man with the old magic man with the shuttle loom in his backyard who makes very special fabric. Doesn't happen. I saw the DBZ collection. Any chance of a Naruto one? I don't know. It's certainly a possibility. I will not say never. One of the recycled jeans coming out. They are on the production on the release schedule. I just don't remember offhand. There is a release schedule on nakedandfamousdenim.com. Any chance of some straight fits? I've fallen back in love with my sized up slim guy left-hand twirls, getting tired of tapered and skinny legs. I can see that happening. We are getting more and more interest for that. Strong guy is getting a lot more attention these days, so I can see us dabbling there a little bit more in the near future. Paying for that Supreme tag. It's not just that. And I would argue that Supreme at retail is very normally priced. A brand like that is driven up by the secondary market, but if you're able to get it at the store price, then their prices are certainly reasonable. Make a print with nudity, maybe with Playboy. I have to say that I've contacted them a few times because I think it would be a fun idea, but no response on their part. Any chance of more Street Fighter? Would love some Akuma or Sagat denim. We did an Akuma denim. Sagat would be fun. I have to say that when we did the Street Fighter collection, we actually planned on a Sagat fabric. We developed the sample fabric, in fact, but it got cut because the fabric was too weird. We were trying to make a very scarry looking denim, and we were able to do it, but it looked very weird. When I'm back in Montreal, I will go through. I'll try to find the fabric and show it to you guys. But and I don't know when I'm going to be back in Montreal. We'll see. It's going to be a while probably. When will you show a preview of the Joker denim? You know what? I'll do that today. Would you put Strong Guy in the World War II cut category? Yeah, I would. I mean, that was part of the design philosophy for that jean. The Strong Guy is the easy guy with a wide leg opening. It's the same fit, just a wide leg opening. It doesn't taper. It stays straight from like the thigh down, basically. So in that world, it's similar to that, but it's also very similar to what we were wearing in the 90s for like skate and street and just baggy jeans in general. So it's pretty versatile if you're looking for a wider straight leg. So if you want to wear it vintage style, you can do that. If you want to wear it like skate street style, you can do that as well. Ever consider doing a rerun of the Rainbow Core denim? Absolutely. Rainbow Core 2 is confirmed. I talked about it last week. It's happening. I saw a rendering of the fabric. The mill sent us a photo already. Once I get the actual swatch, I will certainly show you guys. Will there be a heavyweight black denim for Friday the 13th or Freddy collab? Neither will be black. I'll tell you right now, the Friday the 13th plan is a heavyweight 21-ounce denim. And with Freddy, it's going to be an indigo denim with a green and red striped interior. So just like Freddy's sweater. Those are the plans. So we are finalizing those details actually right now. So we'll get back to you once I have some physical fabric swatches to show you guys. Rainbow Core. Wow, I forgot that. What about a vegan belt? Maybe. We'll see. There's certainly a demand for that. So I could see us doing something like that down the line. Wearing original Rainbow Cores right now. Good man. That is a very, very sought after pair of jeans. Post some photos. I'm sure a lot of people want to see what that looks like. Will the Rainbow Cores be 15 ounce like the originals? They will be probably 12.5 ounce like the current color core denim is. So it's going to be the same fabric base. Should make the sweater as well for Freddy. Yeah, I think just the jeans might be enough. We'll make a jacket that goes with it. How about that? Can you show off the MIJ9? I will show off the MIJ9. Don't worry about it. That's coming. Yes, that's what I wanted out of the Freddies. I don't think you could go any other way. It certainly had to be that. Yeah, I've got I've just been working my way through. I don't know if you guys watched. I watched this with the just. I'm going through the entire Friday the 13th movie catalog. So, anyways, we're on the first one, but I've got the whole set. I've got all the Fridays. I've got all the Nightmare movies. So, anyways, I've been watching. I mean, I've watched them all before. We've been planning this fabric for a while, just going through different ideas and stuff. But it's good to rewatch these movies to just see if we can pick up on any details that we'd like to incorporate, even if it's little things. But the real challenge is trying to make. I mean, you're trying to embody these characters into fabric, and sometimes when we're working with these companies, they're very used to like working with maybe a t-shirt brand that just wants to print a graphic on a t-shirt, and we're trying to explain like, no, we're gonna develop fabric, like, and that's so rare in the world. Like you don't like. It's so rare that most companies, with it doesn't matter. They will go to the fabric supplier. The fabric supplier has tons of different fabric options, and they'll use what they have, and they'll find good fabrics, and they'll use it, and that's fine. But like, we're developing small batch, low run fabrics for these projects, and it's like, I think it's pretty special. And sometimes they really understand what we're doing. Sometimes they're like, why are you even going through all this trouble? And because we want to make something cool. Anyways. What pair is everyone rocking today? That's a good question. What pair are you guys wearing right now? Mr. Rackle here. Rackle. Okay, I'm a Spirit 4. I'm wearing my Easy Guy solid black selvage. Did you decide on the selvage ID for the MIJ9? Right now, it has the red line. We'll see. We had a request here for a blue line, but we will. We will see. It has not yet been determined yet. Freddy jeans sound sick. I'm a big Freddy, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th fan. Big fan. So it's just like doing with Toxic Avenger. This is a very personal. So I really want to make sure it's good. And I want to make sure that it is, very representative for the fans out there. So we will as soon as I can show you guys something, I will be showing you something. Okay, I'm Spirit 4 for the next 7 months. Good man. Wearing my Elephant 3s right now. I've been asking for blue for the MIJ9s. Yep. Vegeta Easy Guys, love the fit on these. Any updates on the Matrix collab? You know what? Okay. This is really, I really shouldn't be doing this. Here's the only thing I can show you. So I talked about what the Friday jeans are going to look like. I talked about what the Nightmare on Elm Street jeans are going to look like. You know what? I can't do this because nothing's been approved. This run really hasn't been approved yet. So, in fact, those other two haven't been approved yet. I don't know. I can't show it. I have something here, but I can't show it because it has not been approved yet. So, all I can say is there's one thing to develop a fabric that is based on a character, kind of working within the realm of what is in existence. But we developed a new denim. Like, really, nobody has seen this kind of denim before. This is going to be really exciting. It's going to be super weird, but nobody has seen a fabric like this before. And if the Matrix is to be revealed, this denim is going to be very revealing. Maybe that's maybe I'll put that out there. And if you guys want to guess what is going to happen, go ahead, leave your comments down here. If you're watching this on the replay or in the highlight stream, leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you think is going to happen there. But it's going to be fun. I'll tell you that much. What about the titles above you, like a Marvel print with a bunch of character energies? I don't know what you're talking about there. Marvel print? Like a look above you right now. Like my movies? I don't know. You're gonna have to explain that one to me. I'm in my Elephant 9s. We got the Dark Knight Salvage, Okayama Spirit 4, Black Cobras, Emperor of Slub, Green Core, Okayama 4, Easy Guy, MIJ 7s. We're in the Goku's, Elephant 4s. Wow, this is awesome. I'm wearing my Goku denim right now. Good man. Ducks, Super Guy, Vulgar 2. What do we got? Elephant 7. Just had to go back and look at the Akuma denim and cry my size 42 heart out. Yeah, the Akuma denim, I was very, admittedly, we should have made more. But, what did we make? We made like 50 pairs of those. And, so the Akuma denim, I wanted to have a secret character. Obviously, we were doing Naked and Famous Denim Street Fighter 2. And for me, Street Fighter 2, that's... Of the Street Fighter era, that's my favorite Street Fighter era. And I played the crap out of that game. And just the idea, especially if you were growing up around that time, hidden characters in video games was very exciting. Very exciting. It was, you had Reptile in Mortal Kombat. You had all the hidden characters in NBA Jam. You had Akuma in Street Fighter. And... So I'm like, if we're gonna do this, we have to do Akuma. We have to do a hidden character. And so, in the trailer for the Street Fighter collection, we put a few hints. And one of the hints, there was one very subtle hint in the long trailer, where we had at the very, very end of the video, it was like a sound that Akuma made, and nobody picked up on that. I'm like, okay. We'll see. And then we had another trailer, which at the very end of the trailer, it went to some video games footage, and it was footage of inputting the Akuma code into Super Turbo. And some people didn't watch that long into the trailer, because sometimes trailers, they'll just kind of go to black, but there's still a little bit of time at the end of that video, and some people didn't, watch all the way through. And for those people who did, I saw on Reddit and things like that, people were like, "What's going on here? What was that?" And then people couldn't. No, that's the Akuma code, and they're like, "Okay, wait, is there going to be an Akuma denim?" And then, like a few minutes before the release, we put up an image of kind of a blacked out silhouette of the jeans on our Instagram. And if you've ever played Super Turbo, Akuma his silhouette is blacked out. There's no picture of him on the character selection screen. So I'm like, okay, if people don't get this now, and it was, and in the background of that screen, it was like M. Bison stage with M. Bison being knocked out, which is what happens in Super Turbo when Akuma makes his appearance. If you battle him, so. We put that out with no notice. There was no announcement. There was no teaser. Unless you got a hint of what was coming, you didn't know it was coming. And then we were just like, oh yeah, we're just going to release it right now, just like this. No announcement, nothing. And then, everything sold out in minutes. It just flew. And the people who got it. And a lot of people didn't get it, and they were upset at me. And so we did a spiritual successor to the Akuma with the Trunks denim. So it's the same fabric with the purple Salvage ID. So if you missed out on the Akuma, you can still get the Trunks, but you won't have the red line Salvage ID. and you won't have the of the Akuma embroidery. But you do get Capsule Corps. I mean, Trunks is a fantastic character. That was, I mean, the whole Dragon Ball collection was very successful. I don't know which one was the best selling one, but Trunks is certainly very, very, very popular. I'm in my Shinobis, MIJ, Emperor of Slub here. You're still going strong in the Indigo Invitational. 5 months already. Fantastic. The Emperor of Slub fades in the contest are looking fantastic, by the way. MIJ 7s, 2 soaks, 2 days without wearing them, actually. That's great. Will you guys ever do a single piece fly and continuous sewn into the waistband? No, probably not. I don't think we would ever. If you like things like that, there are brands out there that do that type of stuff. You know, we're not the. There are brands out there that do really like their tailoring is their real specialty. They're making jeans like really in very special ways. You know, a lot of that is great. As someone who appreciates that kind of stuff, I think it's fantastic. And if you like jeans, that's certainly a thing that will appeal to you. But all of that also really adds to cost. You know, when you're doing very intricate or fancy, or extra fancy rather, things in your production, cost goes up a lot. And the general consumer may not notice or appreciate it. I think things like that are great for enthusiasts. But if you want to sell jeans at a really, you know, at a good price, at a price that is, you know, our jeans are expensive. I'm not making any claims about our jeans being the most affordable jeans on the planet. But in our realm, we're very affordable, and we like being that way. So, you know, there are certain things that we don't do because does it necessarily add to the jean? Not in I think in a big picture, I don't think it does. But it does add a lot of cost. So if you like something with a lot of details, that's what the MIJ line is for. But in the main line, we want to keep production to the essentials, and and that way we can keep our costs, you know, contained. Elephant 3s are my favorite of all time. It's a great choice. The Elephant 3 and the Elephant 4 were developed at the exact same time. And because of that, I always get confused which one is the Elephant 3 and which one is the Elephant 4. I think Elephant 3 was the Indigo, Elephant 4 was Indigo Black. I remember when we developed them, we were going to put them out in one season. And I'm like, this is a lot of elephant denim for one season. So it was... Also, the Elephant 3, Elephant 4 is really when we got into the mindset of, we should do this as a recurring thing. You know, the Elephant 2 just kind of happened. I don't know if we were ever, like, that wasn't the point where we thought, okay, we should do this every year. It was Elephant 3, Elephant 4 when we were like, that's a year, I think this is a yearly thing. People are going to like this if we just, you know, we're updating this heavyweight option, making it new and interesting every season, so... That's really when the birth of that happened. Don't show. Right. Okay. So for the Matrix jeans, don't want you to get in trouble. Yeah, show it. Damn it, so close. You got close. Believe me, I've definitely shown off stuff I shouldn't have shown off before. But don't worry, only the internet will know. Well. I'm gonna avoid trouble. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down because I think I'm missing stuff. Okay, watching my Gokus tomorrow, then submitting my Indigo Invitational update pics. Fantastic. Definitely post and tag us. We will share them as well. Up, down, left, right, A, B, select, start. What are some other good? There's also ABACABB. That's the blood code for Mortal Kombat on Sega Genesis. And there's 212 down up. That is the blood code for Mortal Kombat on the Sega Game Gear, which I played a lot of as a kid. Other good, there's 0073735963. It's the Mike Tyson code for Punch Out. Justin Bailey 00000. I think that's Metroid. No, not. I think it's Metroid. I think it's 00s, but Justin Bailey with all zeros. That is you can turn. Samus removes her suit in Metroid, and you can play with Samus without the suit in that game. So, you know what? Those codes are engraved into my brain. I cannot remember phone numbers, but I can remember 0073735963 for Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. That is never going to leave me. Naked and Famous, Tender Denim's Chestnut Plants still available. The Naked and Famous Denim Chestnut Pants? I'm not sure. We did a chestnut denim that was not exclusive to Tanu Denim. Are they still available? I don't think so. I think those are sold out. I think those are sold out. Any news on the knives? Yes. We just shipped them. Risa, did we have any knives here? Yeah, so we oh, there they are. Great. So they will come in these little nice, these little boxes here. Let me see. Remember the whole books and memory cards with cheat codes? Absolutely. I have a Game Genie. You know, it came with a giant textbook size book of codes. I even had the Game Genie for the Game Boy. Okay, let's check out the knives, and then we'll check out some other samples. Where is the something going on here? There it is. So we've got the knives that are coming for Tate and Yoko. How exclusive were the Akuma? How many pairs worldwide? I think it was only 50 pairs, and it was us and Blue Owl who had them. We did not. That was a very, very small production run. So we've got the two knives. These are coming to Tate and Yoko. So we've got the indigo version, and we've got a wooden version here as well. So it would open up. Anyway, single-handed unboxing videos. Very, very not easy. There we go. So that is the blue version. So it's got, what does that say here, Risa?
Oh, it says, let's see. It says, Higo no Kami something Kanekoma. So, okay, I should learn about this.
Okay.
Higo no Kami, I think it is just the way they make the knife.
Okay.
It's just like there's specific way to do it, and it's traditional, and only a certain people can have the right to call what they make Higanokami knives.
Okay.
And then so that's what it is. And Kanekoma, this thing is I think their branding.
Okay. Interesting. So that's, you can see here, it has, I guess, the Higanokami writing here. So that's their branding. And then on here we have Naked and Famous, and you can see there's a little tragic blonde here lady with a giant sword. So a very subtle detailing here on the other side of the knife. And then it flips up. Lisa, if you can help me with that. So it pulls out, very sharp, and very old school Japanese flip knife here.
Blue steel.
Blue steel. So just like Zoolander. So this is coming to Tate and Yoko. We'll have these also available at New York. Sorry if you can flip that up. Very soon. We just shipped them to Canada. We'll probably have them up in 2 or 3 weeks.
This one is called Tagaya-san wood handle.
Okay.
And it's very expensive.
Okay.
We have very limited number available.
Okay. I guess we'll get the full story and we'll put that up on Tate and Yoko. But you can see here, you've got the blonde, the tragic blonde here. You got the Naked and Famous Denim logo, and then also their branding here on the side. And then you want to flip that up for us. So you got the same blade. Very cool. What does VG10 mean?
I don't know.
All right. Very good. Well, it's
the serial number. I should have checked the other one.
yeah. That's we'll find out. So there you have it. Those are the new knives. Those are coming to Tate and Yoko in just a few weeks, and Naked and Famous Denim NYC. Do the women's nightshade stretch selvage fade? Absolutely, they fade. I have a pair myself that in Strong Guy that I was wearing. I was wearing them. And then I was wearing the True Grits, and then the Indigo Invitational came around, so they didn't get as much wear as I would like. But VG10 is the blue steel the blade is made of. VG10 is the blue steel. Okay, well, there you have it. I did not know that. And that's why I like these chats with you guys. You always have the... Do we have a prospective price on the knives?
I'm not gonna comment on that.
I don't know that either. I don't know what the price is. Sorry, it's I don't know why. I just don't know. I don't know. Oh, we're gonna figure it out soon. Yeah. So, Nightshade. So let's check this out. Just came in. What did I miss? I just showed off the knives that are coming to Tate and Yoko in a few weeks. The Japanese made knives. And we also have my Nightshade stretch selvage. Somebody was asking if Nightshade fades, and that is my pair of Nightshade. These are in the Strong Guy. You can see that they had some decent amount of wear. Hello from Vietnam. Hello. You can see here, they absolutely do fade. I mean, stretch denim fades just like indigo denim will. Remember, the warp side is where the dye is, and the weft side is where the stretch is. So the stretch is not going to affect the way that the warp is going to fade. So your warp on a 100% cotton jean, or if you're wearing a stretch jean, is going to be made from the same yarn. So so long as they're rope dyed indigo, you're going to have nice fades like this. So once the summer comes, maybe I'll put some more wear into these again. But that's my Nightshades. Okay, let's go over a few other fabric and previews. Earlier, somebody was looking for the work shirt. They wanted to know what the work shirt looks like. So I'm going to put on a work shirt from the Fall/Winter 21 collection. This is our Neppy denim. It's a rinsed Nep denim. They were looking at our 10-ounce work shirt. It'll be a very similar look to this, obviously without the Neps, but fit-wise and everything else, it's going to be the same. I'm buying the Whispers right when they drop. The Whisper stretch is going to be a super comfort fabric, I'll tell you that much. We should do that. I should pull a pair of those out too. Risa, can you bring the Whisper stretch and the recycled? So this is the work shirt. You can see here. It's it works as an overshirt, like as a light jacket, or just as an open shirt. As you can wear this kind of like layered up as a jacket. You can wear it on its own, buttoned up. Pretty versatile. I like wearing these in the fall. This is a spring-summer option. It's actually quite lightweight, and as you can see, it's very neppy. I think this one is going to be very popular next season. It's got a really nice drape to it. I think the lightweightness of this it just makes it like a nice kind of transitional piece, and you can certainly wear this into the fall, no problem. So this is the work shirt in the rinsed denim that is coming up for spring summer 21. But if you're looking for something right now, we have a very similar option called the 10-ounce work shirt on Naked and Famous, on Tatanyoko and on Naked and Famous Denim NYC. This is a medium. I wear a medium. I'm about 5'8", 170 pounds. So I wear a size 32 in jeans. I wear a medium in our tops. I'm a pretty like classic medium all around, and the mediums in all of our shirts and jackets and stuff fit me pretty much perfectly. So I think if you're 170 pounds and around 5'8", that's a pretty standard medium in the world. So there you have it. Okay, can we call pre-shrunk denim as raw denim too? Absolutely. I think I saw a post somewhere, somebody was discussing that the other day. Raw denim, for me, and I think for most people in the raw denim world, is what we consider denim when it has been pre-processed. So long as it hasn't been washed in in a way to distress the fabric, it's still raw. So the potential to fade, I think, is important there. Even if you have like a jean like the Forever Blue, with little to no potential to fade, it's still raw because it hasn't been pre-processed. So I think that's where the line really is. If you've rinsed, washed that jean, that's okay. You're just getting rid of the starch. You're not like fashion washing that thing. So that's where I would draw the line. How are the sleeves on that work shirt, or kimono, roomy, or size up? I like the kimono shirt's a little bit roomier. I could show you what that looks like. Let me just find a kimono shirt. Here we go. In fact, this is a kimono shirt in the exact same fabric. I find the kimono shirts to be a little bit roomier. Like I can layer with both of these, but the kimono shirt, I think in general, is just a little bit more casual. So it is a little bit bigger fitting. It certainly has more room in the arms. So this is the kimono shirt. You can see it's got more room in the under my arms here. It's got more room in the body, and yeah, it's a little bit longer as well. So if you just want a little bit more of a casual look, a little bit more drapey, the kimono shirt is the way to go here. We did just drop that Kasuri kimono shirt, which is really, really beautiful. So there you have it. That's the work shirt versus the kimono shirt. Okay, I've got a couple more jeans here to show you. Just trying to take this off. And then, yeah. So let's look at the recycled denim, because I know a lot of people have been asking about this. So left hand twill versus right hand twill, what's the difference, or what's better about left hand? You get into a lot of semantics here, because the saying is that left hand twill is softer than right hand twill, but that's really only when you're comparing equivalents. So if you're using the same yarn, a left hand twill, same yarn, everything else being the same, a left hand twill versus a right hand twill. A right hand twill will be a little bit more like rough feeling, a little bit more durable, and the left hand twill is said to be a little bit softer and perhaps a little less durable. But there are a million different ways to go about it than that. Like with left hand twill, you're lining up the twill lines with the direction of the twist of the yarn. So there's different types of yarn twist. You can twist things clockwise, or you can twist yarns counterclockwise. It's called S twist and Z twist. So when you're lining up the twill and the twist of the yarn, you get a left-hand twill. You get a softer denim when you're doing it the opposite way. So the weave is going against the twist of the yarn. You get a stronger denim. And so you could actually do the opposite. So like you could make like a left-hand twill is usually made with I think it's a S twist. And now I'm just confusing myself. I gotta draw this out. Basically, sorry, I'm losing my mind right now. But this is another blog post that I need to write. But technically, you could create a left-hand twill textured denim in a right-hand twill, and you can do the same with a left-hand twill. So, and that's just by changing the which yarn you're using for which material. So if you're using I forget which one. Anyways, when you're using a yarn that is going against the grain of the twill, usually you're making a right-hand twill denim. And when you're using a yarn that goes with the grain of the twill, you're making a left-hand twill denim. But say you were to switch those two around, you would create the fabric quality on a right-hand twill that felt like a left-hand twill, and you would make, and the opposite would be true for a left-hand twill. So there isn't, in terms of like, there isn't a hard rule with that. There's still modifications even within that where you can create variations there. So I don't know if any of that made any sense, but I certainly should do a blog post and a full write-up about that with diagrams, because my explanation of it probably didn't make very much sense at all. Okay. Why aren't you guys included in the Red Line Rally? It would be a great way to showcase your shirts and jackets. Yeah, there was a little bit of there was a bit of an ask from us that I thought it was a little too much. So I had to politely decline. So that's okay. You know, it's it just wasn't the right it wasn't the right ask for us. So we couldn't participate in that one. Okay, I'm gonna show off the recycled denim here. So these are coming out very soon. So this is the recycled denim. It is made with 23% real recycled denim cotton yarn. So what they do here is that during the manufacturing process, during cutting, there's always scraps. You know, there's the parts of the cut that you really can't use for anything. So we collected those. They're shredded up and they're mixed together with new cotton and then spun together to make new yarn. So if you take a look here, this color is not created by dyeing. The color of this fabric is actually created by the mixing of indigo yarns and new cotton yarns. So the material here is not completely made from new organic raw materials. This is a mix. So 23%, that's a pretty big deal. And you really get this beautiful speckled, we call it the stone blue because it kind of has like this stone wash to it, but of course with no washing. And you can see just how speckled and spotty it is. Now this denim isn't going to fade like, you know, a typical pair of raw jeans, because it's actually not dyed. This is again created by the mixing of new material with recycled material. So will they fade a little bit? Sure, but I mean, how much more? Like when you look at a very, very, you know, faded out pair of raw jeans, they get to this color anyway. So I mean, there's not much more between here and white to get to in terms of contrast. So fading potential is very low, but you do get a very beautiful light blue colored denim. And for those people who want to have something light for the summer, for those, sunny days, this is a great option for you. It's got that pink selvage ID. I really like that detail. It's very, very bright. And the leather patch is also a recycled leather patch. So you can see here there's a backing, and this is all like scrap leather that's been compressed together. It's kind of like particle board, and to make a leather patch. So you've got recycled leather. It's still leather, but it's recycled leather, and with a backing, so to make sure that it is strong. So think about it as particle board, and then you've got the recycled denim. So it's a very a much more eco-friendly way to make a pair of jeans. Very creative, I think, and I think it makes a really, really beautiful and interesting fabric as well. I mean, the color is really, really something special. It's got a lot of character here, and those little dark indigo neps. You got those bigger pieces of the denim fabric that didn't quite get shredded down so much. So it's nice to have a denim like this. Hopefully that's coming through on the camera. These are gonna be, I think, James Dant. What are we saying there? Is that a race car? I think so. These are gonna be race cars. I agree. Do you prefer these? What do you prefer between the recycled denim and the summer sky? It's a good question. These are gonna zoom. That's what those race cars are. What do I prefer, these or the summer sky? That's a good question. It's a hard question for me to answer because, like always, it's like asking a parent which one is his favorite child. There is always a favorite child, but a good parent never tells the child that. I don't know. They're when you make a lot of different kinds of materials, you start to see, you're not looking at jeans in one way. You're like, this is good for this type of person, and this is good for that type of person. These are heavier, so if you're like if you like the feeling of a heavier weight denim, then I say go with this. But if you really want sheer comfort, then the summer sky is going to be the way to go. Do we have any denim fabric mills in Canada? We do not. There used to be a mill in Canada called Wabasso Denim Mills. Interestingly enough, I mean, they used to make selvage denim. There used to be selvage denim made in Canada. Brandon's dad, when he was he still makes jeans, and he still has his like workwear lines and things like that. But Paul Rose, and some of the original brands that Brandon's dad made back in his day were made using Wabasso denim. I actually have selvage denim jackets made from Canadian selvage denim in my office in Montreal, from like stuff that Brandon's dad made. We found them in the warehouse. So, pretty cool. If I could ever find some rolls of that, I would definitely make jeans, but it's been a long time. I mean, the manufacturing industry in Canada it's almost done. I mean, there are brands like us, Canada Goose. There are a couple of like knitting places that are keeping it alive, but back in the 80s, when, I forget what the number is, but it was a high number, like something in the 90s% of apparel in Canada was made in Canada. Now we're down, it's definitely less than, probably less than 1% of clothes in Canada are made in Canada. Like as quote big of a brand as we are, I mean we don't we're a drop in the bucket. I mean, so, and it's just been going like that. I mean, especially during the pandemic, I've known factories to close. We, as far as I know, are the only dedicated jeans factory left in Canada. That's it. That's it. When we started, we didn't even have our own factory. We were using other factories because there was an industry left. And there were multiple factories doing it. And that was only, 12 years ago. And in 12 years, every factory shut down. We opened 2, and everybody else shut down. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy how much of that industry has gone, and it's just been absolutely decimated. There's not a lot of support for us. It's fine. I don't need it. We're always gonna, you can't rely on that to drive your business. But, I remember at the start of the pandemic, there was a lot of talk about support local, support local, support local. And I think that I liked hearing people saying it, but I was a little skeptical as to whether people believed in it. It's just one of those things to say. Like, why wouldn't you say that? You know what I mean? It's one of those niceties that go around. So yeah, I don't know. Like, we have our core supporters for sure, and we bring on new people all the time, but is the mass consumer really concerned about where their clothes are coming from? The answer is still no. More and more people are getting hip to the idea, but even then, the other day, this is actually, that's an irrelevant story, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think we've hit mass. I don't think we've hit the mainstream in terms of people actually caring. People will say that they care, but I don't think that they look at the label when they buy something. It's really just not something a lot of people do. In our world, they do it. We do it. I'm sure we all do it here. But when your normie friends who are just buying clothes because they look nice or whatever, because they thought it was cute, they don't look. They don't care. They just buy it. It's cheap. Good. That's it. How's the demand for denim in Canada as compared to other countries? It's called a Canadian tuxedo for a reason. Canadians wear a lot of denim. I will tell you that for sure. You go on any metro, you go any college campus, any university, anywhere, there are people wearing jeans. It is, you cannot go a minute without seeing somebody wearing jeans. I would say here in Japan, I don't see as many people on the street regularly wearing jeans. It's just not, you see it, but it's not everybody. And so the demand for denim in Canada is very high. But is the demand for Canadian-made, our jeans are $200 in Canada. They're not cheap. You're going to the premium denim shop to buy that. You cannot make a pair of jeans in Canada with premium materials for the prices that some of these companies are selling jeans for. I see brands selling jeans for less than what it costs us to just do the sewing. So, just think about that for a second. Think about that for a second. When the next time you see a commercial for like a big box, store selling jeans for $19.99. And, so think about it. Think about this. There's a commercial, right? There's a commercial for $19.99 jeans. They've got celebrities in that commercial. They've got production. There's a whole song and dance going on with that. Think about how little somebody has to be making in order for that multi-million-dollar ad campaign to go out to sell $19 jeans. I can't even get sewing done for that much. And yet they can have sewing, fabric, commercial, packaging, in the store, in a physical retail store, all up for that price. Somebody's getting ripped off. I don't support locals at all. Just following my favorites no matter where they are based. That's fine. Like, look, I think the idea of support local doesn't... I think there's a little bit more to support local than just buying from, your local, the store that's around you. I think part of it is, when we're talking about who is making the stuff that we're consuming. You're a little bit more aware of what's going on in terms of, is this a mass production race to the bottom, rip off everybody in between in order for us to hit this price product? Or is this a product that had time and care and attention and fairness? That's not, fairness is an F word to me. I don't know. Anyways, whatever that means. Are the people who are making this product caring about the product that they're making and making sure that it is a good product for the consumer? That is, for me, that's part of local. And, whether that means you're buying a knife that was made in Japan, or something that was mass made somewhere else, that goes into that. So, there is a matter of, support your local brewery, support your local coffee shop. Sure, of course. And then there's also part of support your makers that I think is perhaps a sub-genre of that mentality. Somebody is getting more than ripped off. No question about that. Somebody is living in utter poverty, so you can follow a trend at that price. No question about it. And the same people who will say, support local, I care about blah, 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 will also go and buy that garment with no, connection in their mind that they've made that choice. Support local is a great mindset for keeping money circulating in your community rather than it going out to big corporations. I do try to do that, but when I know a company is producing ethically, I happily support. Sure. I think there's also, I'm going to get into controversial territory. There's also corporate activism, which is, I find to be very disingenuous. I think that there is a consumer base that has certainly emerged that wants to care. They want to care. And then you've got these companies who are feeding off of that. So they're greenwashing. This is exactly it. So there's a lot of that going on. I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he was telling me about, a project that he's working on with some big company about making their eco label of products. And I think he was, rolling his eyes, and he's like, just like everybody else. And it was like, yeah, just like everybody else. Any one of these companies will say anything and do anything in order to sell a thing. It's not look, it's for me, it's funny, the idea that a brand is we're going to make an ethical brand now. And it's so you're just adding to the problem then. You're not really doing anything. You're just adding to it. If the problem is, we're here's all this waste and whatever, coming from our industry, and we're going to be better. I'm here's how you be better. Don't make another line. How about don't make another product range? Because at the end of the day, you're still just trying to sell more stuff, just like everybody else. That's fair. We're all trying to sell stuff. But, when I tell a customer, keep wearing your jeans, repair your jeans, wear them until destruction, that is that's something that is real in terms of you want to reduce your carbon footprint in this, look, everything has a waste. There's nothing that doesn't have waste. Everything has waste. But the thing is how do we how do we make something so that we don't unnecessarily contribute to waste? And part of that is wearing and using your garments for as long as humanly possible. And now we make collections every year. Our fan base grows every year, right? But at the same time, our message is very clear. Wear, repair, use. If you're done with your jeans, we'll take them back. We want them for our wall of fame. We will preserve those. We will have them cataloged. We will post photos, that type of stuff. I don't want our stuff to end up in the landfill. I want people to wear our jeans for as long as possible, and that's why we make a jean that is designed to be worn and worn and worn and worn and worn. And when you're done, you get a new pair. It's not like, you wore these jeans because they were trendy, and then 6 weeks later you're on to the next thing. But a lot of these companies that are coming up with these eco lines, that's exactly what they're doing. They're making more trendy stuff that has the lifespan of wear is for however long that trend is going to last. So save me all that nonsense. And yes, that particular trendy item might be made a little bit better, but your aim is still to have your customers rotate their wardrobes every couple of weeks. So this is nonsense. Wear your jeans for as long as you can. I've got jeans that just because I stopped wearing these for a while doesn't mean I'm not gonna go back to them. That's still a perfectly good pair of jeans that's gonna get some wear. Negative Amos is forever. I hope so. I hope so. I want to see a pic of the wall of fades. I will get Garrett to post a photo on Monday. I wish I was there to post it up. Working on my previous model, seaweed, pomegranate. Try some of the online forums. When we're sold out, the secondary market is really the only place you can go. Reddit or eBay, Grailed. Sometimes you can find our products there. Yes, again, we need a book or something that shows how the ideas came to life and a timeline of the brand's denim each season. Yeah, one day when we've got some brands, they have an archivist. They've got people who are just for, marketing and messaging. You've got marketing and messaging, you've got design, you've got website, you've got social, you've got everything. And just a few people here. So, we're still not that big. I wish we were that big. But we're not there. So, one day. Bezad for president. I would not take that position. I like being your denim guy. Yeah. No politics for me. Okay. Let's take a look at, would you ever take jeans back to make recycled 2, 3, 4? So the way the recycling denim works is that it is cuts from, right now, there's actually a lot of, clothing recycling is very tricky because as a whole, only certain types of material are more recyclable than others, and also it boils down to like how the garments were made in terms of what is recyclable and what isn't. A lot of the the recycled material comes from scraps from the cutting floor, so not actually worn jeans. So we're able to control, like, even in terms of fabric content, I know it's 100% cotton from the cutting floor that's going into the recycled cotton, which is, 100% cotton material is being mixed with cotton. So I can assure that the fabric content is still going to be 100% cotton. But when you're getting into, like, mixing, a variety of jeans in order to get recycled material out of that, that's when you get into, like, the trickiness of, like, fabric composition, because all of that stuff needs to be declared. And then how can you declare a fabric composition when what you're using as a raw material is a mixed blend of a bajillion different things? So it does get tricky in the fabric recycling world. Things will come along, and we'll be able to use things that way. But even still, jeans as for me, jeans never die. I'll stockpile them forever. I want to make a giant blanket out of some old jeans, old worn jeans. I saw one at a store here in Japan, and I thought it was really cool. So, anyways, again, that's probably another good idea for a blog post. Ways to reuse your jeans when you're not using your jeans anymore. So we'll come up with some ideas there. Should we keep the Naked and Famous Army hashtag or going to stop it? Just hashtag Naked and Famous Denim. Use the hashtag Naked and Famous Denim, and that's probably the best way for anything to get shown around. Okay, let's look at the Joker denim, and then I have the Whisper stretch, and then I have the MIJ9. So we're gonna do a bunch of things. So let me go get some Joker stuff. Dum-ba-dum-ba-doo. Okay. Joker. No, that's the Joker jacket. I have a Joker jean over there. So, this one's been long awaited. Jacket. Let me get the jean. There it is. Okay, that's that. We're gonna get everything. Get all my ducks in a row here. Okay, my Spirit 5. I think. Okay, I'll show it quickly, but I think it's on a highlight video from before. But I'll show it off again. That's fine. I have it right here in my hands, anyways. So you got me at a good time. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at the Joker. Naked and Famous Denim Indigo Quilts. Yeah, I think that would be a fun project. Okay, so let's take a look at the Joker denim. So we've got it right here. 12-ounce Japanese selvage denim, indigo with a purple weft. So the denim has this great kind of, purple tone to it, eggplant tone to it. Sorry, it's a little dusty in here. Got my cat fur on here. What happens? You live with cats. So you've got the Joker embroidery on the back. The denim itself is really strong. It's got a great rigid feel to it. Great color tone as well. You've got that Killing Joke leather patch here. I think that's a really cool leather patch. Got it same here on the pocket flasher. And this selvage ID is psycho. I love that selvage ID. Look at that. So you've got the green, you've got the purple. This is really fun. Here on the coin pocket as well. Let's take a look at the button. You got the Joker insignia button here. Logo. Is Joker's is it the Samfries version of the M Bison? The M Bison is a little bit heavier than this. But this is a Samfries denim. Got the green pocket bags as well. Just a really fantastic denim. And then you've got the denim jacket as well. So you've got the same button right here on the collar. The back, so there will be two versions of this jacket. One with the embroidery, one without the embroidery. So you've got this really plush chenille embroidery here on the back. You've got the Joker here with Batman in his eye, little tear falling. So that is going to be really cool. So if you want it with the patch, there will be a limited number of these jackets available without the back patch. So those are going to be available on Tate and Yoko. Take a look inside the jacket, and then you have that Joker selvage ID here running along the inside. So that's a nice little, pop that you can show off when you open up your jacket here. But yeah, this indigo by purple, it's a really, really great combination. It fades. I mean, if you've ever seen the M Bison fades, indigo by purple is a great combination. It's gonna have a nice, beautiful contrast with that purple showing through on the weft. So that is the Joker denim. That's coming March 6th is next Friday, something like that. But yeah, Joker denim, finally, the last release in the Batman Naked and Famous Denim capsule collection. Sorry it took so long. There were some delays on this one. You guys can imagine the state of the world that we're in did not exactly make things easy for us to have everything produced in time. I don't even like Batman, but that's amazing denim. I'm glad you enjoy it. Indigo by purple, it's a great combination, and there's no question that this is really, if you're gonna make a pair of jeans based on the Joker, that's the way to do it. So these are available on Friday. I have to double check the schedule. I think it's Friday. Is it Friday? I'm pretty sure it's Friday. Anyways, the release schedule is on nakedandfamousdenim.com. You can check it out there. Go to the blog post and you'll see Spring Summer 21 release schedule. There's also a Batman Naked and Famous Denim release schedule there as well. So, yeah. Bazad, what is your favorite selvage denim brand? Oh, besides Naked and Famous, what's my favorite selvage denim brand? The unbranded brand. Fall is due on Monday. Yes, please. Sooner than later. Sooner than later, please. So that's James Dant. That's Tommy over there from James Dant. He's getting to work on his fall winter 21 order. And here we're going to do a couple of fall winter 21 previews. Hey, let them know what you guys think, and you can see for yourself the reactions of the live audience here. So we've got MIJ9. Take a look at that. Now this fabric is really beautiful. What really makes this fabric stand out is the two-tone indigo here. So this is dyed using natural indigo, rope dyed. The idea here was to create a denim that looks hand dyed. So it does have that hand dyed streaky look. And why you get that streaky look is because natural indigo is a very unstable dye. From dye lot to dye lot, the color will be very different. So we were able to dye the yarn with two different dye lots, and then use the two different yarn lots to make this denim. So that's how you get this streaky tone. You can see it's a little bit neppy, it's quite hairy, and that's because this is an unsamphrized fabric that we tempy treated. So it goes through a wash process to get rid of that shrinkage. So when you buy these, you don't have to worry about sizing up or anything like that. They will be, you can buy your right size right away. So you get that unsamphrized look and texture, and look at just how beautiful that fabric is. The color tone here is very rich. So I hope that you guys are excited for this one, because I'm very excited for this one. And with all of our MIJ jeans, you have the MIJ buttons and rivets. You've got the Naked and Famous written here in Japanese. These are all iron buttons, so these buttons will rust over time. Both the top and the back, they are 100% iron. I've seen other brands do iron stuff, but usually they're iron capped, not all the way iron, top and bottom. So very, very special buttons here. Custom made, of course. You've got the hidden rivets on the inside. You see the rivet on the inside here. You don't see them on the outside of the pocket. You've got the raised belt loops. So these are folded over to just give you a little bit more texture. So when these jeans fade, you'll have a nice kind of line running down the middle of the belt loop here. Real copper rivets as well. So these are going to oxidize. They're going to turn green over time. Peekaboo Selvage ID on the coin pocket. So, generally hidden, but you have that little bit of selvage peeking through there. You've got the selvage fly. So a little bit more selvage for all you selvage lovers. Of course, selvage ID on the outseam, and we call this a micro busted outseam because the tolerance here is very small, very narrow compared to, say, a regular pair of jeans. Let me pull out. That one's actually kind of narrow too, but here on the Okayama Spirits, it's a little bit wider. So, a lot of jeans are made with this type of tolerance here for the outseam. These are going to be a little bit narrower here, so as you can see. So I think it's a nice little detail. I think it looks a little, makes it look a little bit more special. Can you tell the price point for the MIJ9? I think they're going to be like, I don't remember. They'll be in the 300s. These are going to be in the 300s. These ones are a little bit pricier. The double natural indigo, it's a little bit pricey. So I think usually the MIJs are around like the 270 mark, 280. We've had a couple for a little bit more, but these ones are going to be in the low 300s, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have all the prices in my head. When are you going to get the MIJ9 jacket sample? You're very, very in love with the MIJ9s. I'm glad to see that. I have the sample right here, bro. I have all the samples. $376, James Dant said. Okay, so these are not in the low 300s. They're in the high 300s. My bad, but they are a bit pricier. That is as expected with this type of material. With the MIJ line, with the regular Naked and Famous denim line, we are generally working in. We want to keep our prices in a certain realm, but with MIJ, there's no limit. This is our like no limit line. If we can go as crazy as we want to with the fabrics, and that's what we do. So, yeah, this is the jacket. It's I have to do up the cup, but it looks a little wide. That probably needs to be adjusted. The jacket is pricey, no question about it. So this is the jacket. What's the release date on these? These are going to be ready for fall, so between August and like October. So let's take a look at some of our jacket details. So just like the jeans, you've got those iron buttons here, and it's that same fabric. And this is all Tempe treated, so washed to make sure that there is no shrinkage here at all. So when you get that jean, you get that unsanforized quality, but you don't have to worry about the shrinkage. You've got the maple leaf embroidery on the chest pocket here. Now, one detail that you do find on our denim jackets are these hidden slash pockets. We don't like, a lot of, modern denim jackets have welt pockets here. I don't like the look of a welt pocket. So we add this, panel here. It makes it look, pretty normal. On a typical denim jacket, like without pockets, you won't have this. This whole part here would just be one that the panel will go from here to like the side over here. But we add this extra panel so we can add this kind of hidden pocket. So you've got the side pockets here, which another neat thing about the pockets is like if you ever feel inside, you can see that there's a little bit of space that goes down in here. So if you put something in your pocket, it doesn't just slide out because it goes down. So whatever you put in here stays in here. Very nice little detail. And then you have these bucket pockets here on the inside. So a lot of pockets. More parts, more complicated construction. No question about that. This whole thing here added quite a bit of cost to our denim jacket. So you have seen our denim jacket prices go up, but that was such a demand from you guys that I had to add the pockets. So we have the pockets now, and we were able to do it in a way that I feel doesn't, compromise the look of the jacket. And so yeah. these are going to be, as James Dant, I guess he checked our pricing, $595 on the denim jacket and $376 on the jeans. These are going to be available in the fall of 2021. So around August, September, probably August, September, October. We don't have our release dates all scheduled yet. So that's coming soon. That is the MIJ9, the next iteration, the next great iteration in our MIJ series. So you're seeing it here first. You guys get all the previews here on the live streams, that's for sure. Yeah, so thanks for watching. I know you guys, I appreciate you guys hanging out here. So next preview, I'm going to do two more. We've got the Okayama Spirit 5. I'm doing this all on my floor, so the jeans are getting a little dusty. Sorry about that. Hope you don't mind. How many ounces for the MIJ9? I don't remember. They feel like 16 ounces. I'm pretty sure these are 16. Have I shown the Elephant 10 yet? Not in this one. The Elephant X, I showed off in some previous live streams. Check out the replays on our YouTube channel, and I'll show it off again. But there's a lot of previews in this one. Thank you for doing the live stream. Thank you for tuning in. Will the Matrix collab get a jacket? Because if so, then I might have to decide between the two. I haven't decided yet. It may or may not get a jacket. I have not decided yet. Okay, let's check. Sad that I'm going to miss out on the MIJ9 as I need to hold out for JoJo Denim. I'm trying to make it happen. I'm very, very, very much trying to make JoJo's happen. I'm actively working on it. We will see. Don't hold your breath. It's a long shot, but this is pure out of like demand from you guys, purely. So I'm not super familiar. I mean, I know that it exists, but I haven't really watched a lot of it. Garrett at Tete and Yoko is a big fan, but if it happens, we're going to you guys, in the community to really pick your brains and make sure that what we make is really going to be. This is going to be a by the audience for the audience type of product. So JoJo's anime, that's right. Joined in late. Did I hear a Matrix and possible JoJo's? Okay, Matrix we're working on. JoJo's, I'm working on approaching them. I have not spoken to anybody there. I'm trying to. I've actually just gotten. I just found maybe a new contact way to get in there. So I'm actively trying to get a contact there. That's really my only. That's where I'm at in that one right now. With Matrix, it's we're working with the team. We're developing fabrics. I talked about it a little bit earlier in the video, but for Matrix, we've developed a new kind of denim. The theme of the Matrix is just kind of like, reveal. The Matrix is kind of being revealed. So there's a revealing theme to this fabric, and I was about to show it off, but nothing's been confirmed yet, so I can't actually show anything yet. But if you have an idea, if you want to comment on what you think that fabric is going to be, leave a comment below, or if you're watching this on the live stream, leave a comment in the comment section, and we'll talk about it. But as soon as I've got the okay to show you, then I will show you, and we'll. I think people will enjoy what's going on there. We're sending good energy for JoJo's. Thank you very much. I know you guys love it, and I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Okay. Let's take a look at the Okayama Spirit 5. Matrix still be some sort of twisted color core. That's not it, but that's not a bad idea. If there was a green twisted color core, core denim. That could be kind of cool. That's not a bad idea. That's a good idea. That's some thinking out there that I like from you guys. I'm glad that you guys are on our wavelength here. Midnight denim with lime green core. Matrix code layer. Keep the comments coming, folks. Okay. So, Okayama Spirit 5. Let's take a look. Here we go. Super slubby. 16 ounce. Samphorized. So, let's take a look at the difference between like the slubbiness of a Tempe treated denim. So this is unsamphorized slubby, rinse washed, versus samphorized slubby. And you can see texture wise, very similar. That's what I really love about the samphorized Okayama Spirits, is that we can get a pre-shrunk denim that still has a crazy amount of texture without you having to worry about the shrink. And we don't have to Tempe treat it. You know, washing jeans and soaking them, it's actually quite complicated. And so it's easier for us to samphorize things. So with an Okayama Spirit, you still get that texture, you still get that look. Indigo by Black. You've got those non-reflective buttons here. You've got the thick buffalo leather patch. Redline Selvage ID. Might be a little bit hard to see here. It's a little bit more on the pink side, actually. Sorry, the sun is blocking it. Dear God, I'm all over these Okayama Spirit 5s. Take my money. Well, we won't take it just yet. Coming very soon. Let's get a close look at that fabric. And we'll make sure to get some real nice macro shots on this fabric as well, so you can see just how beautiful it is up close. You know, I know with stores being shut down and all that stuff and just limited, you know, engagement in the environment, you know, there's a lot more online shopping going on. So we've really tried to kick it up with our photography this season. A lot of on-model stuff, and there will be more and more fabric detail shots. So we're going to keep the content coming and information flowing your way so that you guys can make the best possible decisions when you're picking your jeans. Black warp with green core with a weft that is black, but is a waterfall green. Black weft with a green core. I'll tell you this much right now. Black weft with a color core. Oh wait, black warp with a green core. Black warp color core denim doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I know a lot of people ask for that, but it doesn't work yet. Doesn't work yet. Those are maybe two where we're at with that. With a weft that is black, but is waterfall green. Good. Some Matrix ideas going on here. The texture on those looks very similar to my Elephant 9s. Similar, not quite as heavy. Okay, looks good. We're going to need a slub meter to keep track of it all. I do want to come up with some kind of, you know, like rating guide for like slub and durability and all that stuff. So you can give a denim a rank. That'd be kind of fun to do. Okay. Let's take a look at the Whisper stretch. So this is another spring item that's coming out very soon. Slub Spectrum. So the Whisper stretch, this is your lightweight. What are these weigh at? 9 ounces? 9 or 10, something like that. Supima cotton. Like, these are super comfortable. Just, I mean, the thinness of this denim is pretty impressive. Like, here's a pair of the Okayama Spirits. Let's fold these up. And here's a pair of the Whisper stretch. So, 8 ounce. Okay. So super lightweight. You've got that suede leather patch here that matches as well. Again, light and soft. This is all about comfort. You know, you take a look at this. It has like this nice hairy tone to it. Made with American-grown Supima cotton. It's a 98.2, so there's a little bit of elastin in here to make them even more comfortable. Now, if you need a dark pair of jeans for the summer, this is the way to go. You guys test strength the Whisper. I mean, we wear them, and like these aren't gonna compare to an elephant denim. They are a lightweight jean, so if you're hard on your jeans, well, they're gonna probably wear out sooner than a heavier weight pair of jeans. But the point of this denim is that it is lightweight, super comfortable. So don't, go rock climbing in these jeans. Don't recommend it. That's not what these are for. But if you're going on holiday or, walks through the park, casual, kind of stuff, these are going to be the way to go. Will they be available in the Max? I have to double check. Yeah, the high skinny I think is the only one, right? Yeah, the Max and the Classic got canceled on these ones. I just found out actually yesterday or the day before. We ran out of fabric, and there was just a miscalculation, and those two got cut off just as a result. So only the high skinny version of these got made. Unfortunately, the Max and the Classic ones got nixed. My apologies. I have to update. There's a couple of production schedule updates that I just got that are going to affect a few things on the release calendar. So I'm working on just confirming what the new production dates are, and then I'm going to update the calendar. But these, I know right now that those got canceled, unfortunately. Skateboarding and Whisper, come on. Chris over here, old school Chris, if you guys haven't noticed, he posts a lot of great skateboard content, wearing our jeans. He's a very talented skater. And what do you wear? You wear the gold and you wear the reflective denim, and I guess he's very eager for these. So we'll see. I mean, in terms of extreme durability, I'm sure Chris will put these through their paces. But like I said, they aren't a heavyweight pair of jeans. So if durability is what you're after, you're gonna want to have something a little bit more heft. But that's not to say they are, they're gonna fall apart on you. If you treat them right, they're gonna last. When will the Ice Tiger shirt release? I'm waiting for that for my own. I keep asking and I keep not getting answers. So I'm hoping soon. But I'm waiting for the Indigo Tiger shirt. I'm waiting on the production schedule for that one. I don't know what's going on with that one, unfortunately. Sometimes there's even information that I don't get, and yeah, that's just the way things go sometimes. Okay, well, I think it's about time for snack time. So let's do that. Let's have a little fun, because I just got some new Doritos. So Japan has their own Doritos. Don't know why. Regular nacho cheese Doritos is not the normal flavor here. For some reason, when you buy a regular pair of Doritos, a regular pack of Doritos, it's taco flavored. So I guess this is their version of Flamin' Hot, but taco flavor. I'm not sure. I just saw these in the store the other day. Had to get a pack. Is that 300 calories for a bag? That's a lot of calories for a bag. Anyways, show off that TV first. What? Oh, you want to see my new TV? I got a new TV. Check this out. So I bought my holy grail of CRT TVs. This thing is amazing. It's got a handle here as well. But look at the design of this thing. So I'm very happy to get it. Somebody said, "Who cares?" Well, some people care. So yeah, if you know me, I love my old movies, and watching them on an old TV, I think, is a fun way to do it. And I like my old video games, so that's what I got that for. Anyways, I enjoy all things old, not just jeans. I love my my retro vintage stuff as well. Oh dear indeed. Okay, so let's check out these Doritos, because I've had these for a few days. I haven't tried them yet. I wanted to save this for snack time for you guys. So let's get set up over here. Hey. Huh? Nothing? Okay. Okay. So it smells like, you want to smell?
Sure.
It smells like taco seasoning. It doesn't smell spicy. You have to go for a Doritos collab with Doritos embroidery. Believe me, Doritos and KFC would be...
I don't know if I don't know the smell of taco flavored the Doritos, but I don't think it's the same. It's got a little tanginess.
Yeah, but I think it smells like taco seasoning.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're asking if your jacket is complete.
My jacket? Oh,
yeah,
my...
your embroidery. It is complete. You got to check this out. Reese is going to bring it. Okay, so let's try these chips out. Okay, so they look like a pretty standard Dorito here. Although I think our Japanese Doritos smaller. I can't tell. They don't look very big. There's a small chip. Right? I can't tell.
Maybe. I don't know.
We have to get some North American ones and bring them in and make a real comparison there.
Do we have some?
I don't think we have. What do we have? No, we have some.
Cheetos?
No. Here's my pantry. We have. Wait. There's a couple things we're looking at. So many things. Okay, let's look at Risa's embroidery first. So Risa completed it. Yeah, let's put it down somewhere. Sorry, we're doing a lot of different things at the same time.
All right.
So, Risa embroidered one of our work shirts with her Zizu Society rainbow. What is it?
Crayon ponyfish.
Crayon ponyfish. That's it. The crayon ponyfish from Life Aquatic. Got the junior member embroidery here. Risa did this all herself. Way to go, Risa, they're saying.
Thank you.
So,
little detail here.
And she put that on here as well.
Zizu
Society logo. So, Risa recently got a chain stitch sewing machine and has been practicing on it. I would say that this is like a combination of like 5 weeks, 6 weeks of practice.
Probably. Well, I got it in the beginning of the year, so it's been 2 months?
Yeah.
About 2 months.
Maybe about 2 months. So
yeah.
It went from never using this machine before to that quality already. So I'm very excited with all the crazy stuff that she's gonna make. But anyways, we bought this old denim jacket yesterday. Just so we could do some embroidery on it. So Anyways, Reese's just finding new projects. She's finding new stuff to embroider on. So she made that quilt not too long ago. Now she made a jacket. Now maybe she'll make an embroidered quilt. Who knows? Who knows, right, Risa?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Possibilities endless.
Endless. Okay, so back to okay, wait. I had some Doritos in here, but I don't think I have regular Doritos. So many snacks, and yeah, we have these. This is what we have. So from when we were in Canada, we brought back some snacks, and we were kind of down to like just a few things, and so we have these, the Dynamita. I guess these are like Doritos' answer to Takis. So I haven't had this yet, but these are the only North American Doritos I have in my inventory presently. So not the same as this Dorito. I think that Dorito chip's a little small, but a Naked and Famous Dorito collaboration, I would do it in a heartbeat. I would definitely do that in a heartbeat. That would be so fun. Anyways, maybe one day. You're a pro now, they're all saying.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
we're getting there.
Yeah, when you look closely, it's not perfect, but you know.
But that's the beauty of handmade. That's the beauty of not doing it by improvement. That it's not going to be perfect.
Yes, that's true. But like, I don't like loops floating around in the thing, so there's room for improvement for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Are those chips slightly thicker than North America? I don't know. I don't think so. I think they're actually smaller. Maybe the thickness might be the same, but I think the physical chip is smaller. Anyways, let's give these a try. It smells like taco powder, like, you know, if you're like taco seasoning, like if you're gonna make tacos at home. Lime taste right away.
Yeah. Oh wow. It doesn't taste like
they're not
taco flavor, even though it smells like taco seasoning.
They kind of taste like a mild lime Takis.
It's also not spicy
Not at all. Not even a little bit. This is hot. Is that some kind of warning?
Yeah.
This has a warning label.
Well, I mean, don't give it to kids, I guess.
This is a mild chip at best. Not spicy. They're good. They're good. They're fine.
Yeah. It's actually very delicious. It's got like a lot of refreshing flavor to it.
There's a limeness to it. A little bit of sweetness to it. I mean,
cheesy or just tangy? They're not cheesy.
They're not cheesy at all. It's all tang. Different levels of tang.
Yeah.
This is a good chip. This is a good Dorito.
Yeah.
I would recommend. I would get these again.
I also feel like there's more like powder on this.
Maybe. But yeah. On a spice level, this is a 1.5 out of 10.
Yeah. I mean, it's really not.
There's no spicy at all. Choking hazard. Interestingly enough, now I'm not sure if this is true or not, but I learned that Doritos have rounded edges because when they were not rounded edged, they had some problems with choking hazards. So they had to make the chips rounded for some reason. Maybe people cut their mouths, I don't know. But fun fact, there is a reason why these are rounded edges. Anyways, Doritos, hot taco, Japanese Doritos chip. That's snack time today. I would get them again. I think it's a good chip. And that's it for snack time. That's it for the Naked and Famous Denim live stream here on Instagram. Thanks so much for joining us. We will be back again next week, and we'll have more previews and all that other stuff. We'll have the live stream replay and the condensed version, the highlights reel up on Monday, and we will see you guys again real soon. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.